A major thaw in U.S.-Russia relations as President Donald Trump spoke on the phone with Russian President Vladimir Putin for nearly 90 minutes, calling it a highly productive call. It's a tremendous change from the previous administration, when former President Joe Biden refused to deal with Putin after the deadly invasion of Ukraine nearly 3 years ago.
I think President Putin wants peace, and President Zelensky wants peace, and I want peace. I just want to see people stop getting killed.
President Trump agreeing to work with Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine, and even suggesting a possible trip to Russia, which would be the first presidential visit to that country in over a decade.
We expect that he'll come here, and I'll go there, and we're going to meet also probably in Saudi Arabia the first time.
Trump also calling Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky on Wednesday. Ukraine has heavily relied on U.S. aid in its fight against Russia, although it was not immediately clear on Wednesday how much of a say Ukraine's leader would have in the talks between the U.S. and Russia.
The bloodshed must stop, and this war must end.
Trump's calls came as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spoke at a meeting of Ukraine allies in Brussels, calling it unrealistic that Ukraine would be allowed to join NATO, the security partnership of the U.S., Canada, and allies in Europe, or that Ukraine would return to its pre-2014 borders before Russia invaded the Crimea region. Hegseth also saying that European security will no longer be a U.S. priority.
Safeguarding European security must be an imperative for European members of NATO.
These policy shifts came as Russia's close ally Belarus released 3 prisoners on Wednesday, including an American. All this less than 24 hours after Russia freed Mark Fogel, an American history teacher, in exchange for a convicted cybercriminal.
I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now.
And in the coming days, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with numerous members of President Trump's cabinet, including Vice President J.D. Vance, who's long railed against further U.S. spending on Ukraine's war effort. Reporting here at the White House, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.